Well, hello and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is having a great day. So we're going to go ahead and continue with our collective reads. This will be for all signs, which means it may or may not resonate with you in your personal situation. If it does, take what resonates. If it does not, leave the rest for those that it applies in a personal situation. Y'all are going to be pleasantly surprised with this reading because this is some good news. All right, collective, whatever it is, I'm hearing it's like the player played himself. The players outplayed themselves because whatever it is, they just played themselves right out of your life, and it is a very good thing for you, collective. I was pulling this on the last reading. I did put some energy to confirm, and y'all, like I was telling you on my download I had earlier today, I think that was a few reads ago, it's like once you see what the trap is, you get out of it, it's like you're going to feel like you won the Super Bowl. Here go the Super Bowl. I don't remember the last time these cards came out this way for your good luck, collective. Three of Pentacles is in the upright for you with your Ace of Pentacles, with the Ten of Cups in the upright, with the Ace of Wands, collective. Do you know how you should be feeling right now? I'm saying should be because I feel like a lot of stuff is like coming out. I'm hearing come to terms. Like this is like you really got out of some dark stuff. Like you did it, collective. You made the right choices. You passed the right test to spiritually move on. This is a partnership that is destined to come in for you. For a lot of you, I do hear that you're going it alone. Whatever it is that you're meant to do alone, it's like you're supposed to, and that is not a bad thing. Look at this card, collective. Three of Pentacles typically is your partnerships, your work project. You might be really focusing on your work, your job, your business, but I feel it's a lot more spiritual, your internal growth, whatever you're partnering in. Somebody's learning a craft by themselves. You know, look at this little thing. You might be bringing home the bacon and the bread and the wheat and everything like that yourself. It's kind of like a self-made like project. You know what I'm saying, collective? You're building a new you, and whatever that new is, baby, whoo, it's about to be like really like chef's kiss, right? Whatever this is you're doing by yourself, this is connected to your destiny. You did have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright come out that somebody was trying to fight you for. Whatever is destined for you. Kept telling y'all, collective, what's for you, what's for you. You ain't got to fight, claw, scratch, or whatever because it is tailor-made for you. If you got to do all that, it was never for you. All right, collective, you stay in your lane, collective, and this is clearly your lane. Your Ace of Pentacles is what God gave you, all right, collective? And a lot of you guys have been through some stuff. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This feels like a gauntlet for you. Somebody purposely tried to put you through a gauntlet to try to take your friends, your family, your job, the ability to have a life. They didn't want you breathing because they're a psycho. They didn't want you breathing because they're insanely insecure and jealous and wanted your life, and you just needed to self-delete so they can feel happy. That's the extent that there was no end game. There was no end game, right? So that's when you realize you can't like rationalize and discuss anything out of the situation. When somebody has no end game, the only thing that they want to see you was down. They wanted you like to see, like turn their head and look back and look at the body, but you got up and left. The body wasn't where you left it. You know what I'm saying, collective? But yeah, whatever this is, it's moving into where God is calling you to go. A lot of you guys are going into spiritual service. You're really following on that spiritual path, whatever it might be. You do have a spirit guide around you. I was getting that in a prior reading. Look to your spirit guides, your ancestors, the Most High God. They're going to guide you. Trust and believe. This does feel like an awakening, and I'm not going to kid you. Awakenings are not easy either, collective. You got to be willing to do the internal work, like I'm saying with the Three of Pentacles. You got to really do the work on yourself. But once you do, baby, the gates are open. All right, collective? You get what God is calling you to do, and whatever it is, it's uniquely tailored to you. Nobody can touch it. Nobody can do it. It's for you. All right, collective. And this is where you might, talk about like destiny swap or whatever. A lot of these karmics who are always psychotic and focusing on trying to do what you do, they have given up their life purpose. They don't have one. That's why they walk around aimless and lost. You see what I'm saying, collective? No one who's really focused on their life and doing well in that life is so dead set on taking somebody else's life. Collective, you're happy in your own lane with your new beginning, baby. I'm trying to tell you, this is you winning the Super Bowl, collective. Leave them karmics in the past. And I pulled on my prior reading if you hadn't checked it out already, but this is like people who wanted to make sure that you're isolated from a lot of people. You don't have no love, no friends. It was like they wanted to make sure that you're isolated, but so did God. How can that be true? Y'all, this reminds me of a movie. There's a scene in a movie, one of the prophecy series, one of them, I can't remember which one, but the politics of heaven and hell are not that dissimilar. When the devil's trying to kill, steal, and destroy, God uses that at times to call you to where he's meant to call you, because honey, you're too far out in the waters. You know what I'm saying, collective? God needs to pull you back because you're meant to do something. Somebody's got a calling so great. It requires you to be in solitude. That energy of the hermit. Don't sleep on hermit mode. A lot of people are like, oh, you ain't got nobody. Blah, 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 blah. No, collective. God uses those times and those moments and those spaces to give you the biggest level up of your entire life. Right, collective? So yeah, you should be feeling very happy, very content with yourself, being very satisfied with the fact that somebody's ex decided to sleep with somebody, your friend, your family, somebody at a job. Somebody made their own karma, but them doing that wasn't a shot at you. It was like them taking themselves out. The trash took itself out, collective. You didn't have to do anything. Sometimes the devil just does his own work, because the devil pays people back as well, collective, while you move in your new beginning. Somebody needed to move themselves out of the way, right, collective, so you can get your new beginning. This is something you should feel inspired by. I'm getting this Ace of Wands energy is definitely going connected to this Ray of Pentacles. God has given you everything that you need to do what he's calling you to do, and you are the only one that knows what it is, and you're the only one that knows how to do it. You're your own key. You, collective. If you don't know what I'm talking about, sit with yourself, meditate, really focus. You're going to get connected to your spirit guides, your ancestors, and the Most High God to help you with that. It's kind of like really guiding you to where you need to go. That is your spiritual journey that you're about to go on, collective. This is beautiful. We're going to get you some more energy about this, because this energy over here ain't yours. This is somebody's fallen twin flame. Y'all, this is going with the download that I had on my prior reading. Did not tell y'all a few readings back that something big was going to happen, and whoever the particular person was wanted to show you that they're a cheater. They want to show you that they're a liar. They wanted to show you that they didn't care nothing about you. They wanted you to see proof. Right, collective? And they wanted that proof that you then saw to hurt you so bad, but it ain't doing nothing but making you the happiest that you've ever been in your entire life, collective. Look, collective, and this person's gotta have egg on their face. Oh, collective. Yeah, this person is literally sitting in spilled milk. 6 of Cups in reverse. This person is like being really, I'm hearing like really like throwing things around, having a temper tantrums. Their childhood wounds is showing because they kept living in the past because they couldn't stop being a cheater. They wanted to show you. You saw it all right, and then you just let the trash take itself out. And like, chuck the deuces. There's something also really karmically energy going on with there, and I'm going to move on to get you some more energy, because we've already got the messiness, right? It's a hot mess, right? But it's something about that. Somebody was your ex, your fallen angel twin flame energy that I'm getting. This person was made to be a scapegoat themselves. No, I'm getting this in the energy. Remember I was saying on my previous reading, it's kind of like, it's like the scammer got scammed. Yeah, your ex that was a scammer that was trying to show you that they're a scammer. They lie, they cheat, they steal. They're going to keep lying, cheating, and stealing, and being like really conniving and in their life. They got scammed. It's something about transference of karma, which is a very interesting thing, because all these people were in devilish karmic energy, but it's something to the fact where this person was like trying to do something to either mirror you or take your take your spot or take your money or your happiness or whatever, and they got scammed because whatever it is got them in their feelings. So it's kind of like they made a worse decision. They're worse off than what they started, is what it's giving me. So I'm going to go ahead and get some more energy, because this is beautiful for you. I'm hearing if you're not in this energy, you will be very, very soon. I want to see what the archetypes are that we're dealing with, because I'm hearing it's you versus somebody else, but it was realistically me versus me. This energy over here, the 3 of Pentacles, but you're by yourself. You're the only one that can do whatever it is God has called you to do, collective. We got a child divine. All right, collective. We got the light attribute of a child divine is innocence, purity, redemption. Suggests a special connection with the divine. Like I told you, a special connection with the divine that cannot be touched. It is too pure. A lot of you guys were dealing with the twin flame. They were trying to defile you sexually. They really wanted to get you in some really sexually unsafe things to like impact your health. I just got to download. Somebody has herpes. Somebody actually has herpes. I'm getting that very specifically in the downloads, and they've been hiding this for quite some time. I'm also getting somebody who willfully spreads their herpes, because it's kind of like, oh, if I don't have a breakout, I can look collected, whatever it is. Your child divine energy is too pure, whether you decided to be celibate and break out of celibacy for this person. This was not somebody that you need to break out of celibacy for. This person was moving in the shadow attribute, which talks about an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. They refused to defend themselves against the negative forces that they tied themselves into, just to try to get back into their life, to try to show you that they cheated on you. The player got played, collective. While you're over here living your best life. I'm also hearing that song, that's No Doubt. Sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking in the spider webs. You can't be bothered. You over here walking in the spider webs, collective. But if this is like a true like twin flame energy reading, like I'm getting in this energy, you've risen. They have clearly fallen. It's the choices that you make, and this is where like I got on my last reading. Somebody wanted to blame you for the decisions that they made that they're getting karma for. You don't have the ability to call. I want karma. I want retribution and revenge over something that you did to somebody else. No, you got to atone. You know what I'm saying? But this is somebody who does not want to take accountability for what they did. I heard they want to be a dirtbag. All right, you do that. You do that. All right, collective. I'm going to get, because we're talking about the twin flame soulmates. If you do resonate with that energy, you typically do trigger each other into like an awakening or like an understanding of who you are on a deeper level. I feel like this person may have triggered you in the past, and now you're triggering this person. This person, they don't know how to, I'm not going to say know how, they don't know how to heal. This person just uses their energy of being butthurt, going back to their childhood wounds as a narcissist to then retaliate and like be butthurt about everybody else. So let's get into the shadow and the light deck. What shadow and light aspects are we dealing with this particular twin flame who does not want to heal? I heard there's magic in the music. This person may be in the music industry. There's magic in the music. What does that mean? What's going on with the shadow and the light? Cherishing versus suppressing. Yeah, I told you. It's like you cherish life. You cherish all that is pure, right? And this person doesn't. Like they're like suppressing like the happiness that they could have. I do feel like this person could self-sabotage, but it's not so much so that they don't like at a certain point in time, this person, like, they knows exactly what they're doing. So this was meant to be malicious. They wanted to show you just how much they were willing to dog you out to try to hurt you, that they are a cheater. They're willing to go to whatever extremes to cheat on you. But why did they ended up getting hurt and you wound up being blessed? The politics of heaven and hell are not that dissimilar. All right, for this energy of cherishing versus suppressing, instead of trying to forget things, what if you allowed yourself to cherish the good parts of what was and perhaps even accept the bad things? Suppressing emotions and memories doesn't necessarily make them go away. The pain might go away temporarily, but every time the memory is triggered, you will relive it even more intensely. For example, after a breakup, it is common to get rid of all the things that remind you of that person. But what if you keep a few things that you used to cherish and reassign meaning to them? Instead of representing heartbreak, it could mean something new to you. Gratitude that you moved on, happiness remembering the good times, and thankfulness for what it taught you. This card encourages you to look at your memories with new eyes, not to be afraid of looking at the feelings that may come up for you around certain memories, and seeing if you can see them in a different light to give them new positive meanings. It's time to stop hiding and trying to forget that things have been only because they might have pain attached to them. It's time to open your eyes and see the memories for what they truly are and rewrite the meaning and purpose so you can move on with them or without them and stop them from causing you more pain. Know that it is okay to miss what once was beautiful but no longer is. Things may have turned out for the best, but that doesn't mean it was all for nothing and not worth feeling and remembering the joy of it. Yeah, this is like something that you clearly learned a lesson on, right, collective? And again, if you're not here, you're about to be, because this is your energy. This is the reward and celebration for you learning the lessons, passing the test, and not holding like grudges and like wanting to like go back and forth and bicker all the time. Like, I don't feel like any like you want to like deal with the situation again. This is over. It's a wrap. You've moved on. And that's what I was pulling on my last reading. The one of the reasons why they're so upset with you is because they swore that they're going to do you the worst that they could possibly do you, and they're going to look back and see your body dead on the side of the road. They wanted to see a dead body. They wanted to see you down bad. They wanted to relish in their activities. But you're not dead. You're vibrant. You're fighting. You're the best that you could possibly be, collective. You don't understand the significance, and this is you doing it by yourself. That signifies how strong you were, and they extremely underestimated your strength. The one thing that got them triggered in the first place. Let's go to the Soul Mirror deck. All right, Soul Mirror. Right, you're dealing with twin flames. What were they mirroring in your energy? All right, it says potential. And I got knowledge. I'm going to take both of these. I'm going to take a look at what that means. Potential and knowledge. I feel like you were dealing with somebody who was giving you some future faking, all the potential that they could possibly have with you. But that was just that. It was potential that never materialized into anything. You see what I'm saying, collective? And a lot of times, a lot of narcissists use that energy of potential to get kind of like rope you in, and they're like, all right, I got them. Now I can do my cheating. You know what I'm saying, collective? Because they think you won't leave, but you did. All right, collective. You're an immaculate creative being, crafting your existence in this lifetime through your learning, your growth, your evolution, and your teachings. It's time to step into your heart space. Feel the call within to break free from illusionary confinements and limited ways of being. Empower yourself and others by tapping into your limitless power and harnessing your potential, our potential as a combined energy. The beliefs and perceptions we hold about what is possible for us and for the world shape the limits that we experience. When we accept these limits as truth, we internalize them and they become a part of our reality. This reality, in turn, is reflected in our thoughts, words, actions, and is projected out into the world for others to see and experience. In this way, our personal limits have the power to shape the limits that others see and experience in the world. We are in a pivotal time in our conscious evolution. There is so much unfolding and so much more to come. Now is the time for our potential to be unleashed. In doing this for yourself, you will mirror it out to others, and they too will be inspired and awakened. Our collective evolution and a beautiful, wondrous future are waiting for us all. Are you ready? Collective, I think that you're ready. You know what I'm saying, collective? I feel like you got the knowledge. You know, hermits do carry that knowledge because a lot of people, they really want you to be like separated from society, separated from people. But when you like really learn to lean on the Most High, go within, connect to your spirit guides, your ancestors, collective, that's where a lot of that knowledge comes in. You have access to boundless knowledge and understanding from all layers of the universe. It is the love you are, and love is infinite. Close your eyes and go within to find out what it is you need to be aware of, to guide you on your way to your own understanding. Your inner voice will give you direction, and it will highlight the path to be taken. Be honest with your questions and be open to the answers you receive, even if they challenge your present understanding. Accept all lessons and every piece of knowledge, no matter how small and insignificant they may seem to you at the time. Shift away from ignorance. Everything in our world can teach us something because everything is multifaceted and multidimensional, formed by eternal layers of human projections, created by each of us individually, fused together in our collective co-creation of life. Embrace your inner wisdom and let knowledge guide your journey by being open to the lessons and answers that come your way. I'm trying to tell you, collective, you have a whole new life like spreading out in front of you, collective, and it does not include these karmic people. Whatever it is, it's something that is so beautiful. You are being given like the key, the ability to go, whatever it is. The Most High is allowing you to do something. All right, collective. There's something else I feel for the karmics here. There is, I heard it's like somebody's feeling like a regret for their self-indulgent behavior, but this is somebody who like wanted to prove to you that they have never changed. So they've got to go on their own path, whatever it is particular in that energy. Let me tap into this and we'll wrap this up. So whatever this is, this energy here, demonic energy, I'm pulling from the Heaven and Hell Oracle. All right. So we got the demonic energy of Elagos, which talks about religious and general conflicts, versus the angelic energy of Hariel, which talks about purification. Collective, I cannot make this up. You were too pure for this person. The two polar opposites. This is your fallen twin flame. This is your fallen angel soulmate. This is like an angel versus a demon. I'm trying to tell you, collective, this is why you needed to be moved out of the way, because they had nefarious intentions from the start. All right. The demonic energy of Elagos is a duke who appears in the form of a goodly knight carrying a lance and a flag. He discovers hidden things and knows things to come, especially about wars and how soldiers will meet, and incites the love of lords and great persons. Elagos governs 30 legions of spirits. So it doesn't matter how many people that he connects with and kind of to do you dirty or whatever. You are protected by the angelic energy of Hariel. People born under this angel love the company of good people. They also love religious sentiment and distinguish themselves through morality. Hariel gives protection against blasphemers. Literally, blasphemers. You had a blasphemer around you. Like somebody was targeted because we kept pulling the energy of hatred. In another reading, somebody may have targeted you because they hated your spirituality, where you're going in your spiritual path. They ain't got no say so, because God had clearly like called like the end of this. Like they gonna go with me. You know what I'm saying? Collective, whoever it was that tried to play God in your life, God showed up and be like, now what? All right, collective, you want to be a cheater? That choice meant that you were blocked out of this person's life forever. That's going to go ahead and do it for this particular reading. If you do like this content, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until the next time, bye.